Kevin Nelson. Here's a look at what's going on this week in the news. We begin with news from the Vatican, speaking to about 50,000 pilgrims in St. Peter's Square for the first noon Angelus of 2017. Pope Francis talked about his sadness at hearing the brutal act of terrorism that took place in Turkey on New Year's Eve, in which a lone gunman killed at least 39 people and wounded at least 70 more in a nightclub. The Pope's January 1st message, which is the day the Church marks as the Feast of Mary, Mother of God, and as World Day of Peace, called on all peoples to say no to hatred and violence with action and fraternity and reconciliation. Earlier in the day, the Pope celebrated Mass in St. Peter's Basilica for the feast day. Rome Reports has more on the Pope's New Year message.
After hearing the news of the first terrorist attack of the year, the Pope dedicated words of consolation to the victims and their families.
Chiedo al Signore di sostenere tutti gli uomini di buona volontà che si rimboccano coraggiosamente le mani per affrontare la piaga del terrorismo e questa macchia di sangue che avvolge il mondo con un'ombra di paura e di smarrimento.
For the past 50 years, every January 1st, the Church celebrates the World Day of Peace. Minutes before the celebratory Mass began, Pope Francis stated that the world must combat the corrosive disease of selfishness by imitating the example of mothers of those who suffer the most. He said they are the final hope for the abandoned.
Una società senza madri sarebbe non soltanto una società fredda, ma una società che ha perduto il cuore, che ha perduto il sapore di famiglia. Ho imparato molto da quelle madri che, avendo i figli in carcere o prostrati in un letto di ospedale o soggioiati dalla schiavitù della droga, col freddo e il caldo, con la pioggia e la siccità, non si arrendono e continuano a lottare per dare loro il meglio.
In news now from around the country, the Diocese of Providence is dedicating the year of 2017 to Mary. Fresh off the heels of the Year of Mercy, the diocese is following it up with a Marian Year, which will provide special opportunities for Catholics in the diocese to increase their devotion to a particular aspect of the Catholic faith. Bishop Thomas Tobin of Providence said it is going to be an important year in the Church with the upcoming 100th anniversary of Mary's apparitions at Fatima, and the diocese will be celebrating that event with the Church. But he said it seemed to him that they could build on that and turn the whole year into a special time for Mary, saying that it's such a beautiful and important part of our Catholic faith and devotion that sometimes we forget and overlook. The diocese is leading a pilgrimage to Fatima, and the bishop has provided monthly prayer intentions to coincide with the liturgical schedule of the Marian year, with the first intention being an increase in respect for life during this month of the anniversary of Roe v. Wade. More news now from the Vatican. The Vatican has released some of its statistics for the year, and according to the Prefecture of the Papal Household, which coordinates the audiences and distributes tickets to the audiences and liturgies, more than 3.9 million pilgrims visited and attended papal events, liturgies, or prayer services during the Holy Year of Mercy in 2016. That total is slightly higher than 2015, when 3.2 million visitors attended, but fell short of the 5.9 million pilgrims who visited in 2014. It is thought that terrorist attacks in Europe throughout the year discouraged some visitors from traveling during what are typically busy tourist seasons in Italy. And finally in the news, we pick up where we left off in our last newscast with a look back at the papal highlights of 2016, and we begin with the massive celebration of World Youth Day in Poland.
È difficile e nello stesso tempo ci interpella vedere i giovani che lasciano la vita alla ricerca delle vertigini o di quella sensazione di sentirsi vivi per vie oscure che poi finiscono per pagare caro. Chiediamo a San Francesco che interceda per noi perché mai rinunciamo ad essere umili, segni di perdono e strumenti di misericordia. Beatam Teresiam de Calcutta, Santam esse discernimus et definimus, ac Sanctorum catalogo ascribimus, statuentes ean in universa ecclesia inter santos pia devotione recole devere in nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Come Dio crede in noi stessi, infinitamente al di là dei nostri meriti, così anche noi siamo chiamati a diffondere speranza e a dare opportunità agli altri, perché anche si chiude la porta santa, rimane sempre spalancata per noi la vera porta della misericordia, che è il cuore di Cristo. L'assenza di reazione è segno di morte, quindi le resistenze buone e perfino quelle meno buone sono necessarie e meritano di essere ascoltate, accolte e incoraggiate a esprimersi, perché è un segno che il corpo è vivo.
And that is all the information we have for you this time. I'm Kevin Nelson. Don't forget, you can keep up to date on Catholic news throughout the week with Catholic Newsbreak right here on the Catholic TV network.